Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Africa's most audacious president, is at it again. This man here is a liberator who will not give up his people as guinea pigs for the West. In today's video, we are going to explore Bill Gates' plan to use the Burkinabés as experiments for his personal agenda, the anti-mosquito or anti-malaria project. Now let's watch what this project actually is about, as narrated by the Bill Gates Foundation themselves. Let's watch.
One of the most exciting new innovations to fight malaria got some help from a honeybee and a frog. Scientists in Africa have developed genetically modified mosquitoes that are resistant to the malaria parasite, making them unable to transmit the deadly disease to humans. The international research program, led by the Ifakara Health Institute in Tanzania and Imperial College London, is called Transmission Zero.
The global aim of this program is basically to design mosquitoes via genetic engineering so that they cannot carry malaria parasite. And we hope in future we can be able to release mosquitoes out there, and these mosquitoes, even if they bite someone, they won't be able to transmit the malaria parasite.
What made this breakthrough possible was the discovery of anti-malaria molecules found in the European honeybee and the African claw frog.
There is so much solution in nature for most of our problems. It's just that we need to be innovative and creative to find where those solutions are. Our colleagues realized the antimicrobial peptides from European honeybees and African frogs stop the parasite development. We are adding a very minor genetic modification to make sure that these are mosquitoes that will be immune to malaria parasite.
The Transmission Zero program has the potential to add a game-changing tool to our fight against malaria.
The ultimate aim is to make sure that these mosquitoes are out there. They cover a large geographic area of the country. Because we're putting these mosquitoes in the community, they need to know what are we doing, and they need to be involved from the first go to make sure they understand what these technologies are about, and we want the community to be part of these entomological studies. Malaria is one of the deadliest diseases across Africa, and there's one child dying every minute. So it's our responsibility, being African, to address this challenge. If there's no malaria in Africa, the impact is massive to take out the burden of people that get sick every day, but also the burden of children not going to school. It's a combination of a better life at individual level and economic gain for the community and the entire region.
Thanks to innovations like Transmission Zero, the world is moving closer to the day when malaria will be a disease of the past.
Okay, so this is the very project that has been halted by the Captain Ibrahim Traoré. You know, this man, anything that has to do with the benefit and success of Africa and his people as a whole, he will fight to get the best for his people. Before we move on to our discussion, let's listen to the media's perspective on this very matter. We will come back for more discussions. Thank you.
Under strict protocols. Malaria remains one of the biggest killers in Africa. According to the World Health Organization, Africa accounted for over 95% of global malaria deaths in 2023, with a significant proportion in Burkina Faso alone. The Gates Foundation has long been involved in the fight against malaria, funding projects like Target Malaria, as well as vaccine research, bed nets, new drugs, and diagnostics to save lives. Target Malaria brings together scientists and community experts from Africa, Europe, and North America. Its goal is to reduce mosquito populations that spread malaria using genetic modifications that limit their reproduction or block transmission. Active since the early 2010s, the project operates mainly in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Uganda. In 2019, Burkina Faso became the first African country to release genetically modified mosquitoes into the wild. Since then, controlled research and community engagement has continued, but now the program faces a major setback. Anti-Western sentiment has surged in Burkina Faso since 2022 coup, when the leader, Ibrahim Traoré, cut security ties with the US and France and moved closer to Russia. Domestic campaigns have accused Target Malaria of making the situation worse, while pro-Russian activists brand it as a hazardous and irresponsible form of population control. The project has become entangled in anti-Western propaganda. Conspiracy theories claim that the Gates Foundation and Western labs are using Africans as guinea pigs, with genetic modified mosquitoes being a cover for biological warfare or population control. Some theories also suggest that Western malaria programs serve pharmaceutical profits rather than humanitarian goals. Now, these narratives feed into wider anti-France and anti-US and anti-West rhetoric that is spreading across the Sahel. Critics also warn of consent without comprehension, arguing local communities were persuaded to participate without fully understanding the long-term risks. They accuse Target Malaria of masking its true intentions behind complex scientific language. So while the West may be losing an ideological and military battle in Africa, it is now also losing the scientific narrative as programs like Target Malaria face resistance on the ground.
Hello, what's up everybody? Today it's a beautiful day and thank you for joining us here once again. We love you here. Here we are family. We warmly welcome all our new subscribers. We love you and we will appreciate you visiting us every time we upload. Kindly don't forget to like, share, and leave your comments. Let the discussions continue in the comment section. So I said, Africa's most audacious president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, have sent Bill Gates packing. You know, some of these philanthropists hide behind social interventions like this to do their own things because they have their own intentions as far as Africa and the world is concerned. This, I believe, is what Ibrahim Traoré has indeed dissected and researched the real intentions of some of these white philanthropists, and by so doing he has taken this drastic measures to discontinue these activities in Africa. There's a whole lot when it comes to Bill Gates and his foundations and his foundation operations in Africa. A whole lot has already been done to hurt Africans. And I believe Ibrahim Traoré have said, yes, this is the time. Yes, it's not going to continue anymore. This is the time to stop every activity that will hurt his people. It may look outwardly as an intervention, as a help. But if you are a real African and if you really understand what has been going on for decades, you will understand Captain's Ibrahim Traoré's stance or his actions as far as this malaria project is concerned. Thank you all for sticking with us. As I said, let's the conversation continue in the comment section. I love to hear from every one of you. And until next time, peace out.